So 5th round. Georgie Smith in the white, Bilius in the red.
And for those with a black and white TV, Georgie Smith in the black, or the white, and Bilius in the black.
In the dark.
In the dark, yep.
That doesn't happen anymore, I'm afraid.
When you're
Bilius trying to trigger Smith into a lead so he can counter. Showing that he's thinking, Spencer.
Yeah, he is. He's, you know, in the last couple of rounds now, he's starting to get on that back foot, like we've been talking about, letting those straight punches go and then away again. And that's basically how you're going to beat this guy.
When you keep somebody off like that too, you can get your thoughts gathered, you can get your breath back. If you've been having a few hard rounds, you can gather your thoughts and your wind, and you can get really, you know, mentally and physically, you can get right back into it again.
But Dave, the point you made was very evident that I think this is going to be 12 rounds, and it's going to be a test of stamina as well as skill. It's close. Georgie Smith probably 3 rounds to 1 up at the moment. But Bilius is going to keep coming and coming for 12 rounds.
Georgie's definitely starting to put together a lot more now, though. He's doing the right thing. He's on the back foot, and he's just got to keep it together.
What a lot of fighters seem to forget to do, you see when they're dancing around the ring and they're not involved in throwing punches or in a brawl, they forget to suck in the air, to fill their lungs up. But that comes with experience too, because all these things are a factor in your mind, and you learn to do them like instinctively during the course of fights. But when you can dance around and you're not like, expending much energy, fill your lungs up with air so as you're ready for a real good tough minute or 2 minutes if it does if it does occur.
It's better work for Smith though. He's got a 70% knockout record, so
he can't punch. He's got a fantastic right hand. When it hits a target, it's good night.
And it would be a fantastic result if he could stop this man. Only done once before, as I say, by a European champion in 8 rounds.
But Bilius keeps his head at a tilt, and the only thing you can see really is the top of his forehead. And you don't want to be throwing bombs at a forehead, because what happens, you break your knuckles, break your hand in some way. But he's getting through with nice wee 1-2s, 1-2-3s, and they're all sapping Bilius' strength. That's a nice combination there.
That was a great round for the Englishman. Well, they're very proud of Georgie Smith, and they're very excited because their man's winning. He's won 15 out of the 16. We've told you that this is the only man to have beaten him. And out of those 15 wins, 11 by the way of KO. Been involved in some epic battles. He won the Southern Area light welterweight title against Richie Edwards in June '97 and stopped his man in the 10th round. He defended it in September '97 against Anthony Campbell, and he was, well, really well behind on points. He was having a bad night, and he came back in the 6th round with a good stoppage. Flawed in both of those contests, so he's always involved in a good fight, is Georgie Smith.
Seconds out, round 6.
This round, when ended, will be the halfway stage of what could be a grueling battle. However, if Georgie Smith continues to throw combinations with that power, well, the power of the last round, David, could well be inside the limit.
Well, he's beginning now to take command of the fight, in my opinion. When you say these things, like some you don't want to scud anybody, you don't want to put a blank on them. But in my opinion, he's taking control of the fight. He's fighting the right fight, and he's hitting, he's moving. He's not throwing too hard of shots, because obviously he knows if he bangs them out too hard, he's a chance of maybe breaking knuckles or breaking fingers on top of the Bilius' forehead. He's just throwing nice hurtful wee punches out, and they're strength sappers. But I feel like when he decides to let the big right hand go, when he sees an opening for it, when he decides to let it go, it could be curtains for Bilius, because he can't bang that out, and when it hits a target, it's all over. 9 times out of 10 anyway. Better cover myself here.
Yeah, well, that's on your card, not our card, of course. I suppose it should be said too that Bilius has not really boxed much at welterweight. Has been down as low as super feather. So the power of a big welterweight hitting him, and Georgie Smith is that now, a big welterweight. Could be too much.
Well, you can see the difference in Georgie Smith tonight than what he was in the last time he fought Bilius. He's just a totally different man, because he just wasn't there. As I say, he danced around the ring, but through the motions, and that was it. But tonight, he is there, and he's doing everything right.
Sorry, Mark, say that again. But it was after that fight, of course, Dave, that he moved up from light welter to welterweight, and sometimes tasting defeat can improve a fighter.
Well, sometimes a fighter just needs a good kick up the ass, and defeat sometimes defeat, that's what it really means. Somebody just hitting you a good boot in the ass and saying, right, okay, get it together and get out there.
Spencer, he doesn't mince his words, does he? But he's probably correct.
Yeah, no, I agree with everything Dave's saying there, But this is definitely, Georgie's starting to take command now. But I just hope that he can keep his mind on the game for 12 rounds, because this guy is in your face for 12 rounds, and it looks like he's going to be there.
Good right hand to finish that round from Bilius. Georgie Smith's dad, a very proud father he is, always watching Georgie from ringside. Looks a little bit apprehensive there.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Every fella, I'm sure, worries when they see their son in the ring.
That's right. My father never even used to watch the fights. He used to come, but he was out of the all after about 2 rounds.
Well, this is early in the round here. Watch Bilius here, throwing some nice combinations. He gets in very close, and he's making it very hard for Georgie there to offload punches. And see, his defence is tight. This guy's very hard to nail. Very hard to nail. He keeps the oil hands very, very well up.
Round 7.
So now we enter the second half of the fight.